Okay, so if you haven't watched the first part of the bike components and the clutch, I suggest you go watch that now. Okay, that is the first video. In this video, we're going to cover what we talked about in the last one, which is throttle control. All right, using the basically, where'd you come from? Basically using the stop and go. Right, we're going to be using the clutch as well as the throttle this time. Sounds scary, I know, but don't worry, you got this. Okay, after this video you're gonna feel way more confident in doing this, so just, you know, relax, grab a snack, and let's get with this. So we're gonna start off with being on the bike. All right, we got our kickstand up. Let's go and turn it on. All right, we are in first gear. That's all good. We'll go and pull the clutch in, flip the kill switch, and start the bike. Alright, now that the bike is started, alright, we are going to, again, we're going to feel for the bite point, right? Remember where the bite point is, right there. And what we're going to do is, we're going to get to the bite point either fast or slow. Slow is good too, right? You know, that's what we'll do. We'll start off slow and then we'll increase our timing. So we're going to slowly inch up to the bike point. Here we feel it going. Once you feel it going, keep it there and walk the bike. And then once you feel comfortable, pull your feet up. Keep holding it there. You're going to feel yourself rolling. And we're going to slowly apply throttle. And there we go. We are moving. Alright? I'm going to do that again here. I'm going to turn around. Full stop, and we're gonna do it again. Slowly get to the bike point, walk the bike, feet come up, completely off the clutch, and slowly roll on the throttle. And now we are rolling. Alright, now to stop, we're gonna pull the clutch in, front brake, slowly, and we are at a stop. Let's do that again. Slowly get to the bike point. We're going to start rolling. We're going to walk the bike, feet up, release clutch and throttle. Pretty simple, right? I'd say so. And if you're feeling nervous, it's completely fine to feel nervous, alright? But trust me, you will get this down and it'll be nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try speeding it up. Okay, so the clutch is completely pulled in. We are on the brake. We're going to let off the brake and we're going to go right to the bite point and give it gas at the same time. Oh, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible on my part. Okay, we're going to do that again. Straight to the bite point, gas, off clutch. See? And as you keep doing it, right, you're going to get the motion down. You're going to get used to it. And from there, it's just going to be muscle memory. Riding a bike becomes muscle memory, and once you get used to it, you're gonna be a pro. So we're gonna do it again here. Get to the bike point, gas at the same time, off the clutch, and we're going. Do it again. Bike point, slowly gas it, and we're moving. And now to stop, we're going to use our front brake and rear brake, and nice soft stop. Here we go again, and stopping. So when stopping, right, we're going to use the front brake and the rear brake at the same time, but we're not going to slam it. We're going to squeeze it slowly. Get a nice soft stopping. Alright, here we go again. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to stop in between the walkway there, and then we're going to do it again. So try to keep watch of my hands, what they're doing. So we're gonna go bite point, slowly roll on, clutch off. Now we are rolling. Coming to a stop, we're gonna pull the clutch in. Not gas. Fuck. But you get the gist of it, right? I hope. I gotta let this car go here. Okay. We're gonna do it again. And then off the throttle, clutch in, rear brake and front brake, and we are at a stop. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice that a few times, right? You know where the bite point is. You'll get a feel for how much throttle you need to give it. Now throttle depends, how much throttle you give it really depends on the type of bike you have. 300, 400 cc's, I don't know 500s, I haven't ridden a 500 yet. You definitely have to give it a little more gas when you're getting off the clutch. But the best part is they're they're forgiving, so you can definitely give it more gas. Just don't ever dump the clutch while giving the gas, because you will go, you know, woo! We definitely don't want that. But yeah, another thing we'll cover more in depth later, but you want to look where you want to go, right? That applies to while riding and stopping. When you come to a stop, if you're looking straight ahead, you'll notice yourself stop more softly and more stable, versus if you're like looking around, you're gonna feel yourself wobble a little bit and get a little distracted. But it's something you'll get used to with time, right? So don't sweat it right now. You're learning, all right? But yeah, so you know, practice the stop and goes a few times. Practice giving it a little bit of throttle while letting off the clutch, and before you know it, you'll be perfect. All right, so we're gonna just do it again just for the heck of it. Clutch in. Let me start the bike first. All right, so here we go. Slowly let off. All right, I'm gonna redo that. Slowly let off. Give it some throttle. And completely off the clutch, and now we are moving while giving it gas. And now to stop, what we're going to do is we're going to let off the throttle, clutch in, and hit the brakes, front and rear, and nice and soft stop. Beautiful. Another tip, just a tip to keep in mind: when you are turning, right, do not slam any of your brakes, because you will tip over. Okay? You will 100% tip over, especially when you're at full lock making a U-turn, which you get to eventually. But if you tap the brakes, you will tip over. It's human nature to, you know, when you're panicking or feel like you're about to fall, to grab the brakes. You'll know when you're about to fall. It's gonna feel like always. You coming in here? That's just something to keep in mind. Alright, so I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna try to give you guys the best angle possible. I know it's hard, because I don't even know what it looks like. Look, or whatever. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time, and then I'll conclude this one. This one's gonna be a short one. I might, honestly. Yeah, this one's gonna be a short one. But here we go. Alright, I'm gonna slowly let off the clutch, gas, completely off the clutch, and we are moving. We are absolutely moving. That is and now to stop, we're gonna do clutch in, let off the throttle, and hit the brakes. So here we go. Clutch in, off throttle, front and rear brakes being applied evenly and smoothly, and beautiful stop. Right? Wonderful. If you're still watching this, you're doing great. I'm gonna do this a little faster now. Alright. Oh, or that happens and you stall and you hit. Okay. Here we go. clutch and gas, and we're going. And to a stop, same thing. We're gonna do it again. Once you know where the bike point is, you don't have to do that whole let the bike start rolling and then give it gas. You can literally give it gas right when you get to the bike point, and it's going to be a quick and smooth start. So just keep doing that a few times, and trust me, once you get the hang of it, it's going to be like butter. Okay, it's going to be pretty easy. So just practice that, you know, find yourself a nice empty lot like this here. Usually weekends work the best, or you know, just, I'm sure you guys, you know, if you're watching this, you know of empty parking lots. Just go and just practice. It works, especially if you know, if you already had a bike, right? Or if you have a friend that has a bike, you know, bring them along, ask them if you can use their bike to learn, and I'm sure they'll give you pointers. In my case, I didn't know anyone that rode, that lived actually around me, or close to me at all even. So I actually watched YouTube and learned the basics through there. And this was 6 years ago too, so this was when the other motor vloggers were doing videos. Like we had Chase, Yummy R6, it was Motonosity, like all of them. that's who I grew up watching, got into bikes, and that's how I learned the basics of a bike. And then I ended up taking the safety course when I turned 18, and yeah, so you can do it that way if you don't know anyone that rides and you just really want a bike, or the other way. But empty parking lot, even after, you know, if you do the course and you complete it, right, even after the course and you get a bike, take it to an empty parking lot, get some actual road time in, just on your own. You know, no one instructing you on what to do, what they want you to do. Just learn by yourself, and that's the best way to learn, honestly, because you're not going to feel pressured, you're not going to feel eyes on you. You know, if you make a mistake, you're fine, you're going to be fine. So yeah, anyway, if you stayed till the end of this video, again, I appreciate you so much. Like the video, subscribe, and if you have any comments, questions, tips, even for me, even though I've been riding, I'm still open to advice. So yeah, let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care now.